Man, I get everything that's been going on. All right, set o'clock. If someone's talking, I can't hear you. How you doing today? Yeah? Up, down? Way up? How was last night? Sleep. Deep? You remember anything? Did you wake up? You didn't wake up, right? I can hear you. Well, you guys were talking for another hour up there, right? Or something? Nice. Hold on, I'm getting a text that says when you want to play music, you press share as if you were sharing screen and click music and it'll broadcast clearly. Is that possible to do up there? Do you understand that language? I can read it again. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh ho, oh ho, oh ho. All right, everybody, it's going to be such an incredible day. What is it, Sunday? So listen, I know why Thursdays and Sundays are not as bright for me. It's because I like to end the night going out. All right? So you all need to know that. So most likely, I'll be going out, but I won't be going out with everybody. Just tonight, Sunday, yeah. I'm going to go with myself. I might invite whoever and say I'm going to go to a restaurant if you want to come, right? And then who knows where I'll end up. Could end up in fucking some trash bar somewhere. Go. I'm not kidding. End up in the, I don't know. I know why it feels like that. There's always a feeling of not right because I need to do my work. This character needs to be out there. You understand? He doesn't need to be by himself. It does such miracles when it's out there. Everybody, from the fucking bouncer to the fucking driver to the fucking person walking through to the fucking King Kakumpa. You know what I mean? Remember King Kagamba or whatever the fuck his name was? Chief Magalo. All right, well, thank you for the music update. We'll have to go into it later. All right, everybody. Welcome to, this is AZD IMC Nation, International Ministers of Christ, worldwide. And today we're going to be using this book, the Holy Bible, because I'm here to tell you guys that, you know, I've studied everything that you probably want to study when it comes to mindset and relationships and communication and goals, dreams, passions, manifestation, abracadabra, aliens and angels and demons and gods and mythology and dragons and animals and dog training and hypnosis, NLP, fucking, will you fucking name it, I fucking can do it, right? But I was always searching for my freedom. I was always searching for a way to live life where I enjoyed life. I always was looking for a way to protect my loved ones from any threat. That was like my main goal in life. And most of all, you know, I wanted to be in heaven, if that makes sense. You know, I think every child wants to be in heaven, right? And so as you would expect something like this to happen, suddenly one day it was revealed to me that if you follow this book, the Holy Bible, and if you follow the way that Jesus Christ lived, that you would have the salvation, right? And since I was never planning on this being my path, it makes it more valid for me, okay? So here I am today for 2 hours with some friends here who've been being trained by myself on this, okay? And so we're going to talk, all right? And it's going to be incredible. Let's do it. Tonight will be our first advanced class. It was supposed to be Tuesday or whatever the fuck it was. It's tonight. It's called Rise of the King. Maybe Chris will have all the information. I'm just going to talk all night, and then probably take off somewhere. Okay, who's on? First up is Peter. 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 I had a good friend named Peter. Found my
Hey, mate.
Facebook. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, not much. Just chilling. It's 3 in the morning here in Australia. I just woke up having a ciggy and a coffee.
3 a.m., you said?
Yeah,
Dang, what are you doing up at 3 a.m.?
so I can join this with you.
Oh, that's awesome. Right on, bro. Okay, well, then let's talk. It's 3 a.m. What do you want to say?
Yeah, man. I was reading the Bible last night and God was talking to me. Father was
Yeah.
talking to me. And I want to see if you know much about this. It was telling me how there's going to be a certain group of people in this world that are going to take over. God, the Father, is going to give certain people in the world the land of Israel. Do you know much about that?
You know, the only thing that so far has been revealed to me about the word Israel, I have a lot of understanding of that word for myself. But the one thing that, because let me tell you, like the thing that would confuse me about the Bible was how God was in Israel and Jews were his people, right? So I have my own idea, but we're just talking now, like, um, let me just tell you what I know. So it goes like this: God is in Israel, right? And so if you take out God is, and then you take out in, it will say God is real. So God is real. And then the
Mhm.
Jews would be the the Jews, like his children would be the Jews to me. So it would be like the chosen ones, the Jews, right? They're the Jews. They choose. And then the Gentiles would be the people who weren't his children. And at first the commandments weren't for them or something. Then Jesus comes and says, this teaching is now for the Jews, for God's children that he chooses. You were chosen by him. Ready? And the Gentiles. And for me, the word Gentiles is the genitals, right? And when you look during that time, like Saddam Hussein, Saddam and Gomorrah and all those, what was really big was sex, and lust became everything, right? Money, sex, power. And so they were the people who were led by their genitals, right?
Yep.
And Jesus comes down and says, this teaching now is for let all who have the ears to hear it. Now it's for everybody. Now, even the people who have been worshiping their genitals can do this shit, right? And so they would also be chosen too. And so I see that because when I did my camps, they all came to me inspired, right? I wouldn't know how to do these things and I would name them, right? And so since now I understand the Holy Spirit and understand how it works, we started with the chosen, then they went away. They went to the chosen two, which the genitals, which I could see why that would be like that. And then we got into some other shit. I don't remember. So, anyways, that's like fun word talk. I can't, you know what I mean? It just sounds fantastical. But for me, God is real, right? And he chooses children. And then there was the genitals who also fucking chosen too. So now it's for everybody. And now that's all I know about it. And I don't know anything else about it. For me, it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. I've curiosity about um the Earth and what it is. I told my parents what I thought the Earth was, and they laughed at me and they thought I was hallucinating. I want to tell you what I think it is, and I want to see if you agree with me if I'm false or right. I see the Earth flat and we're in a dome and there's water above the dome. Do you think that's true, or and Antarctica is around us?
What I do know about Earth, it's in the Bible, is that Earth is the domain of Satan. He's given Earth. He's cast down to Earth. I know that about it. So it could be a dome. It could be underwater. It could be spinning. It could be flat.
Yeah,
Um, I wouldn't. I don't. It's not mine. You know what I mean? So I know this is his place. So this would be hell, and people's souls are
yeah,
tortured here. And
I
people
agree.
think that hell would just be fire burning. It is when you're trying to sleep, or when you look at a text from an ex, or you hear a song that burns your soul, or even your fucking football team loses for some idiots. But everywhere you go on earth, somebody's suffering and lusting for something. And the word of the devil is not suffering. The word of the devil is temptation. Temptation is hell is temptation. Like the way to hell is through temptation. If you feed your temptations, then you're in hell, right? And so you see, we're tempted by, juicy hamburger, fattest burger you've ever had, and fucking mouth-watering delicious words, and fucking whatever, supermarkets, and fucking, so like we're being tempted,
Yeah.
right? Because if we go and spend our energy towards these goals and dreams and passions, and if we chase and we hone our skills, let's say as martial artists, right? How many years I spent learning how to move and stuff. All those skills, though, never gave me inner peace. In fact, what happened was I developed an interesting anxiety, right? And the anxiety was as such. If I would go out, the first thing I would do is I would have to look at everybody, see if I could kick their ass, right? And normally I could, at least in my head. And then let's just say, for example, there was a few that seemed like maybe I couldn't. As I arrive, I'm still trying to fucking fight them in my head, just in case. Once I defeated everybody in a fucking place, then there will be a problem if like 4 guys showed up, right? And I was with a girl. Like my mind was constantly fighting everybody. So I was secure because I knew I could defeat them, right? But then there was another problem. I was very insecure when I would have to train with people of my caliber or higher, right? So basically, the devil takes all of my energy, all of my anxiety, all the fights I got into with the girlfriends and students and parents. Man, you don't even know, right? Anybody's ever done anything at a high level. But then here I am, how many fucking years later? Okay?
Yeah.
Not want to have nothing to do with that shit anymore. Okay, like what the fuck? All that went in there. So what about all that time and energy spent? What about, okay, well, it took my soul, right? It distracted me from what I want, which is right now. So that's earth. Earth is filled with temptation to make you forget that the cross goes up, spirit. Earth is this way. So is it flat? Well, in this way it is. It's fun. It's fun.
So, so all those years that you've done the fighting and that, um, you didn't find truth in it, and it was a distraction, like a distraction from the truth.
It's hard to hear the words when you're saying if you couldn't enunciate or something. I don't know.
So, so all the years doing the fighting and that, do you think it had a purpose, or was it just a distraction from the chick?
No. Well, now, right, that I'm on the right path, and now that I know what my work is here, now I know why I was like put here on earth, right? Because I stopped chasing all those stupid things. Now, and that will happen to you too. It's happening to Gio. It's happening to a few people here. What will happen is you'll notice that everything now is no longer a waste of time for me, because this guy here who's talking this stuff, right? He should be able to fight the way I can fight when he goes out there with acting like a fool that he does, right? When I go out, we go into clubs and stuff or whatever, bro. I act in ways that other guys would want to beat me up right away, just so you know. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's threatening to others. And so if I didn't look like this, if I didn't know how to fight like that, if I didn't have the friends I have, like if all of that wasn't there, or if I didn't know how to speak so well, or seduction, if I didn't know social dynamics, then this guy wouldn't make it, right, at all. So yeah, now the skills are working for me, but I know what I'm doing. I know why I was trained for that, right? But right now, you or anybody else is gonna not know where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay, and the way to go, where you want to go is you want to go to heaven. Whether you think that's next life or this life, I don't care. Right? As a ideal spot where you have perfect peace inside, perfect joy, fearless, everything you would want to be as a superhero. I am. I am everything I would ever want to be as a superhero. Or let's say the difference of me and somebody else. If I was born into this body, into this life with the same family and the same time, right? Exactly. If I was born into it and I was asked, okay, in this life, you get to experience this life a certain way as a certain character with certain unique qualities that are just your fingerprint as a soul, right? If I was asked that and I had any choice of any imagination, I would choose this guy. That means I know my purpose now. And there's nothing like
Yeah.
that. So now, no matter what the devil does or no matter what evil does, it works in my favor because I'm always doing my work, right? So if there's an accident or what I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Money comes, money goes. Let's say I'm broke. I'm still doing my work. So being broke is part of my work. So let me show you the glory of God when I do that. Don't matter. Everything aligns with my purpose. So I can't be veered off of it, right? I'm like Tavio, immovable or something. What are you? Immovable? Immovable. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good
That's
3 a.m.
cool.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Loved it.
Now,
Appreciate it.
3 a.m. is the witching hour. That's where the witches do their magic most, just so you know. So I outwitch them.
Doesn't something that I always thought something happened with the sun and moon at that time. That's why
But what?
people get some. I always thought something with the sun and moon happens at 3 a.m. That's
Yeah.
why people get effects. Some people
Well,
can get
look,
effects at that time.
something is happening all the time around you at every level, even like when you go turn on the light. Okay.
Yeah,
It's, eventually you'll see it everywhere. And then life is fun. It's like a big video game. Because then you have to move through it properly. Everybody's moving blindly. So they're pushed and pulled by music and sounds and color and weather and temperature and goals and time and text and look, I'm pulled a million ways. Right? But then when you're not pulled anywhere and just here, suddenly as those things come, you start being able to see where they're coming from and what they mean and why they would arrive at the time they arrived. And you know what I mean? And then your life makes sense to you, bro. That's the only problem everybody has. People don't know who they are and why they're here. So they're trying to figure it out a million different ways. So they see somebody else who looks like they know who they are because for whatever reason, right? Maybe they have a lot of money or power or whatever. But they don't look any deeper than that. Right? So I'm here to say, I know who I am. I feel great. I'm on my path and I found it through the Bible. Right?
yeah,
And we're going to go out and get everything that everybody wants to. The cars, the women, the money, the shows. It's easier, right? It's easier. It's effortless when you're like this, right? It's effortless. You'll see. I mean, it keeps happening. Right, right. Okay. Well, it's nice talking to you.
yeah. It was great talking to you, man. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Thanks for
Come back.
chatting. No worries.
All
See you,
right.
bro.
All right. Cheers. 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 Feel wrong every time I drink a Bloody Mary. I'm like, sorry, Mother Mary. Cygnus, you want to talk? Baby soul
Yes,
Cygnus.
sir. Sir.
Cyclops. That's why I don't burn my eyes. What's up?
Is the audio going through clear?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit better. Go a little bit better. Clear
Okay.
it up more. What are you
So
gonna do? Do nothing. Is it clear? No, clear it
so
up. All right, so thank you for doing whatever you did, which is nothing. Okay, what's up?
man, ever since coming in yesterday to the live lecture and whatnot, man, the minute I left and was driving back to base, uh I just had like this realization, like, man, Josiah and Cygnus, possibly even Cygnus needs to die again, you know? And there's
Hmm.
just so many things that I'm trying to find an understanding for. So when it came to the Genesis and the executioner camps, one of the challenges that I'm having, trying to understand is like when it comes to planning, because
Hmm.
because it's like don't plan or anything like that, but my mind's telling me like everything that I've done up to this point has been through planning, and I'm just trying to
Let me know. My body's telling me yes.
that part.
Yeah. So
So
what
yeah,
about
like,
it?
I'm just trying to understand it better because like
Ask a question about it. Maybe I can help you understand it. It's pretty easy. Don't plan.
don't plan.
The command is,
So
let me tell you what it is. It says, hold on, bro. Okay. Benny, do you have your Bible? May I use it? Yeah. Mine is doth Shakespeare, right? Ergothman Meredith. What does that mean? It means at. And Jesus decoreth. What does that mean? Walked. He walked. So what am I trying to read here? Oh yeah. What's the passage for? Look at the tree, look at the birds and the bees, and take no thought for tomorrow. Does anybody know what that is? That's Sermon on the Mount. Okay. Check this out. This is the answer, Cygnus. Matthew 6:34. My body is changed. Oh. All right, Matthew 6:34. 6:30. Where is it? 34? Big Matthew. Oh, yeah, that one. 6. I don't even have to. Okay, well, let's find 26 first. Matthew 6. Come on, buddy. Focus. 22, 25, 25, 24. How does it go backwards? 25. And the rain fell and the floods came? Am I in the right fucking place? Okay, look, I can't focus, bro. Where's this? Am I in the right place? Am I in the right place? No, I'm just going to read it. You don't need a fucking mic. Let me just see it. Oh, yeah, what? It's missing in that book. We're on it, right? Where is it? I think I was joking. Take the trouble of the day as it comes. Hold on. Put the camera on so I'm trying to find this. Like, I can't see it. Oh. Found it? It was 2 pages before. It's like hidden. Up here? No one can have 2 masters? No. What is it? 25, 28. Okay, thank you. Got it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Josiah. Therefore, I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. Well, in Vegas, try to find the bird, and it's probably walking. Okay, throw some rocks, it'll jump. So just imagine a real bird. Okay, not one bird in whole Vegas. All right, once again. Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap. You know, sow and reap is like you plant something and then you get the fruits, right? Nor gather into barns. And yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life? And why are you anxious about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon, and Solomon was the richest king that ever lived. He also had 300 wives. 300 wives. I'll beat him. I'll beat him with the eyes closed. Yet I tell you, even Solomon, in all his glory, was not arrayed, which means clothed in, was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which today is alive and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, O you of little faith? Therefore, do not be anxious, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the Gentiles Seek after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. And your heavenly Father knows that you need them all. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Therefore, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. The greatest words ever written about tomorrow's anxiety. I've read it all, I've said it all. But that clearly explains it. You know why, bro? Because, first of all, just so you know, okay, you're close enough to know if you just ask one of these guys. I don't worry about any of that shit, okay, at all. And it is added on to me, right, all the time. It's added on to me all the time. And another thing you'll get is when you're in the light, you'll get a bunch of weird, amazing discounts everywhere. You'll just keep like getting more than what you're paying for all the time, or getting free shit all the time, and say whatever, you know. Like he said, the Gentiles, they seek after these things. And then he says this key point, and that I always tell people when we go out, I go, this food is for me. These women are for me. This casino is for me. This fucking road is for me. That goddamn fucking sun is for me, right? Because I come from the Father. He made that shit for me. And I tell them, I would like 3-4 days ago or some days back, I would say, let's go take back. We're supposed to play, not these fucking devils, right? So I mean that. Why? Because he says right there clearly, he says, the Gentiles, they seek after these things. And he says, don't you think your heavenly Father knows you want these things? But then he says, but first, seek the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, and then they will be added to you. Right? Now, that's the answer, but it's back to you. Can you apply it? Don't question, whatever. Let's go on.
Yeah. So I can definitely see how I would apply it on like small levels. Let's say like not worry about what I'm gonna do 9 a.m. in the morning tomorrow, whatnot. But on
That's you, son.
What's that?
Well, I have to bless him.
Oh, okay.
He sneezed a demon out.
And on a bigger scale, so my sister ended up calling me maybe a few weeks back, and long story short, mom's not doing good. May have to get a registered nurse, asking to, help split the costs, and also asking to visit back home. So I told her I'll take it into consideration, but already.
Why did I understand the financial? Why the visit? I don't get that part.
So the condition that my mom is in, it's not very good. Like she's, man, like her awareness is nearly gone.
Right. So why would you go visit her if she can't even be aware of you?
It's this feeling of like going back to see her one last time in case, she ended up dying.
She's gonna die. What are you talking about in case? She's for sure gonna die. Now, do you want to, the last time you see her, for her to look at you and not recognize you and be a senile idiot, or do you want to remember her a different way? I wouldn't go back.
I definitely want to remember her in a different way.
Yeah, so if you go back now, that's going to be the last thing you remember. That has nothing to do with me personally. I mean, for me, look, I've experienced family death. The closest would be recent, an uncle or something, and then my grandma was the one that really affected me most, right? But no, dude, no. They wanted me to talk. No, I don't want to fucking talk to her in the fucking hospital. No, my grandma looks healthy and plump in my mind.
Mm-hmm. And
she looks like a little teapot in the fucking Beauty and the Beast. That's my grandma in my mind. That's it. And she'll always remain like that. And fuck everybody else. I don't give a fuck. Right? Mm-hmm. So she's going to die for sure, bro. Now, if you want to go see her, go see her. But don't do it out of an obligation. And definitely don't do it from your sister's point of view. Because fuck your sister, man.
Oh, yeah. I got
you listen to that bitch, you're game over. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to send money, don't send it to that bitch. Send it to your grandma, whoever the fuck your mom. Not your sister. She's going to pocket it.
Yeah.
I know it, bro. Yeah. I know it. You know it too. So
Yeah.
right when you're about to like just like step in, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. Yeah, that's just the beginning. Okay, that's just the beginning. You have to let go of everything earthly, man. Okay, so the question is, how do you plan to go visit your mom? No. Now, if she wants money because she needs help and you want to help her, go ahead. And if not, you don't even need to do that. Okay, don't give one money that doesn't feel good to you because it's going to the bad intention. It's not going to help. And don't
See.
accept one money dollar. Fuck it. You know,
Mhm.
like someone gives you something that they don't want to give you, don't keep it. It's cursed.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's see. And I feel like I had something else, but it's not. Oh, when I was making the decision, I was having this internal process of like, because at first it was kind of like, maybe you should consider it, and then second, it was kind of like, like you don't need to do that. Pretty much everything that you said up
Yeah,
until now, and I was kind of going into conflict, finding out like which one was the devil in me really talking, and I don't know, it sounds kind of silly, but I kind of had a hard time making a decision on that.
yeah, yeah.
So like
Whichever
like
decision you make, you're wrong because the other decision just weighs as much on the scale. You can't make a decision because they're like this, right? So whichever one you choose, bing, but they're on the same scale. So how do you get rid of that? You know?
it's I guess at that point it's about being still, right?
Yeah. Well, I gave you the words from the Bible that I do that. Then I don't have to make a decision. See, I don't make decisions, bro. I try to keep it as minimum as possible. For example, if I go eat, I'd rather not make a decision, right? So if I go with a girlfriend, let's say I go with the lecturer today, I'll say, look, what do you want to eat? And she does it. And then I'll say, order 2 plates that you would eat yourself. Or I walk in and I know exactly what I want, right? Let's say we're going to go to sushi and I'm like, oh, I want that fucking. So now I'm going to order, right? But if I have to make a fucking decision on what the fuck I'm going to eat, I don't want to eat yet, right? It's like, I was going to be this or that. I just need to eat. So I try to keep the decision simple, right? My entire wardrobe is going to be black. I don't give a fuck because I don't want to fucking worry about what I'm wearing, right? It'll be the same exact outfit at night, with different shoes, same exact outfits in the daytime. Fuck them, right? I don't want to think about what I'm going to wear. And then I don't want to make any decisions about this life. Who cares? Right? Who cares? Well, what am I going to decide on next? Even the jewelry, keep it simple. Like just okay, that does that, that does that, that does that. Right? Too many choices.
Yeah,
Better. It's
that makes
faster.
a
You're a
lot.
warrior, right? Are you a warrior or no?
I am.
You are, right?
Yeah.
Too much hesitation.
That's so funny you say that because I was talking to my girlfriend a couple nights ago and I mentioned hesitation. And I was like, one of the things that the samurai asked about the most is hesitation. Like that's his
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. How many days
Yeah.
ago did you tell her that?
What's up?
How many days ago did you tell her that?
I think it was maybe like 2 days ago.
Did you realize she got scared when you said that or no?
No. Like
What did she say? What did she
inside my
say?
head, I was like, it sounded man, that sounded badass. But
Yeah, it is badass. But not to her. She gets scared. She doesn't know she doesn't even know what you mean. Right, Yogi Chris?
mm,
She has no idea what you mean, so she has to make sense of it for herself. So she's like, what is he saying? He's not gonna hesitate to break up with me or hit me or suddenly move or right. It didn't go in anywhere positive because she doesn't understand what it means to not hesitate as a warrior.
mm.
Right? She's a fucking whatever the fuck. She's not she's not a warrior. So no hesitation, bro. Too much hesitation. Here's what you're doing. You're not even swinging the sword, right? You're wondering whether. So this is what it would look like as a warrior. You'd be like this. Do I draw? Do I not draw? Draw, 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 draw. Nope. Hold it, hold it. Ah, it's not good to draw right now. Fuck. Not yet. I shouldn't hesitate. You're not even fucking slicing yet. Okay? So the way you do it, right, is you go like this. You suddenly close your eyes and you draw and slice and see what happens. And you see there was a bunch of shadows in front of you. You couldn't see it. Right? Don't pick and choose which you're going to fucking not hesitate on. Just today, like I'm teaching as a warrior. I'm training warriors here now. Bro, you don't even know. Okay, listen to this. Go on, Sultan, please. Listen to this, right? Are you ready? Him and I are going to have a dialogue, bro. You're going to listen to it. Okay, last night I was training him. And the thing, I'm going to ask you questions. Okay, Sultan? What's the one thing about 3-4 years ago that I knew you really needed help with? And it was a listen, Josiah, listen, okay? We're not paid actors here, you know that, right? You're part of us. So listen to this. Okay? What is the one thing that I know about you, right? Yeah. That you've been trying to handle for a very long time, and it was so badass that if you fucking did it, it would be as badass as he was like, it was badass when I said that, right? Listen to this, Josiah. If you could put it in one word, right? What was the fucking problem with your sword? Listen.
Hesitation.
What?
Hesitation.
Hesitation, same problem. He's been trying to just cut.
Yeah. I remember the first time you mentioned it too. It was at Rhino.
Yeah.
At San Jose.
I knew that was his word back then, but I had a sight, right? Yeah. Now I know for sure what it is. Mm-hmm. So anyways, check this out, Josiah. He's been working on it for a while. But last time when we went out, I told him and a few other people, okay, tonight I'm going to give you a different kind of gift. All right? It's your night. So this was one of them. He's been working on it for years, bro. Years, just like you. Getting a little faster sometimes. Not knowing when to draw, when not to draw. His swing is fast, right? But when to swing is the problem there, right? So yesterday, we'll watch our conversation. Okay? We're gonna talk as two friends right now, shooting the shit about getting a girl. Okay, can you go in that world? Like with just you and I talking about it? Okay. So I see the girl.
Yeah.
And I see the way she's dressed.
Yeah.
She's dressed for you, the stripper, right? You saw that.
Yeah, it made sense after you said it. Like
right, but you noticed that she had you locked in on the radar.
Yeah, especially when we walked in.
Yeah.
I didn't see her until maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when I saw her, she was like not straight across, but like a little bit to the right.
Over there, yeah.
Yeah, she was like a group of guys or something. But I could tell like she was locked in on me.
She was locked in.
And she wasn't even facing my direction.
Yeah.
She was facing that way.
All right, Josiah, you're part of the conversation. So we went out last night, okay? And so this chick, she locks in on him. Now let me talk to you about Warrior, okay? Let me give you a moment that you guys missed. A black girl came up to me, the one I gave to you. And when she came up and she said hi to me, I looked at her. Now, ready? Nobody knows this. This is the first time I'm talking about this. Let me give you the conversation, Josiah and Sultan. She came up to me and said hi. I looked at her. And the first thing I said to her was, how long have you been locked in on me tonight? Listen, so I'm going to give you exactly as she says. I said, how long have you been locked in on me tonight? And she goes, when I saw you. I said, when did you see me? Long story short, as I question her very sincerely like this, right? It comes up that 60 seconds ago, she saw me, and I wanted to get to this point, right? I said, how long after, I go, you know the moment where you locked in on me? I go, how long after that did you decide to come? She goes, well, I looked up, I saw you, and I decided, and I started moving. I said, that makes sense now. I said, because I didn't pick you up at all, but you moved right away, right? And then I said to her, but thanks for reminding me that my instrument needs to be a little bit more tuned. I'll catch you next time when you look at me. Boom. It started like that, right? Is that cool?
Yeah, so
based...
I didn't see that.
Yeah, based on that, that was the first thing I said to her. But based on that, right, we go in, and I can see that she's locked in on him. What does that mean? There's a radar sense, right? It's an intention of kill. Yeah. She's going in for the kill. It has a different intensity. He notices, I notice. Now, she could be wherever. So I know she's going for him, right? I also notice she's dressed for him. Okay? So now...
And I also noticed that you know, it's telling me to. My mind is telling me to.
My mind is telling me no.
No, it's telling me yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's saying go over. It's saying all this shit like open, do this, do that, and then I just keep fucking just not doing anything. In fact, at some point I forgot about her.
Good.
And then that's when I forgot about her is when she popped up like to the left, and that's this moment that you're about to
Now,
go in.
so Donna's sitting here, and I'm standing behind him a little bit further back. She's in this, so we're like this. We're in a straight line diagonally, right? I look up, and now she's locked in, but heat-seeking missile, right? There's a difference. She's coming in. I can see he's looking straight. He's not looking at her. He just kind of glances and looks back. When he glances, I can see he also noticed the heat-seeking missile is coming. I also know that he has an interceptor that, you know, when I was in Iran, there was war. You can see it now. As the enemy shoots missiles, they shoot and it just catches it in the air. You see it like fireworks, but if they land, you die. So even if the pieces land. So I see, he sees it, and I can see what he's doing, Josiah. He's like, if I draw the sword here, I'll cut her. And he's right. And I know he's right, and I can see it. At that moment, I walk up to him, and all I say, I point to her. Did I say something before I said don't hesitate? Or I just said, she's here for you, don't hesitate?
You said when you
just said, do you see that?
You said something like you said you know when to cut, don't think about it.
Listen. So there's no conversation. Yeah. He's actually not even seeing me look at him and her.
Standing behind me. You're standing behind me here.
Right?
I don't even see you.
Hey, listen. Hold on, Josiah. I have a reference for you. If you could find this book, Josiah, or if everybody could Google the title.
Oh,
it's something like this. Yeah, hold on. It's coming to me. It's something like this, okay? It's a very rare book and very hard to read, but I can read it for you now. If you find this book, it's called, it sounds ridiculous, so search it. It would be The Demon's Sermon to the Sword, or For the Sword. Demon's Sword Sermon. You know what I'm talking about? No, you found it? Oh. There's a book. It'll come. What is it? It'll come. It's a little red book, actually, with black writing, and it's the demons.
Demons.
Can you see it? The Demon's Sermon on the Martial Arts and Other Tales. It may be in this. Demon's Sermon on the Martial Arts. A collection of parables written. I'm not sure. So.
Fundamentally, man's mind is not without good.
Okay, so there is a little scroll, a book. Okay. And it's really, really like out of this world, right? So now I know what's happening. So watch. The warrior's sitting there. The demon's present. He's watching. He's about to show him, he's about to give him a gift for the energy he's put in, right? Fighting the dark. And so Sultan doesn't know. He's looking straight, and he's calculating the cut. I'm here. I see his calculation of the cut. I also see he's going to cut it. At that moment, I walk up to him. I say, what is it? When you see it and it's there.
Yeah, you said cut.
Yeah, when you see it and it's there, cut, don't hesitate. Go now. And then what did you do?
I was like, wait, what? Like,
listen, that's all I said.
I was like, because I wasn't aware that you were even like watching.
Because I wasn't in sight. I was behind him.
Right. Yeah, I had no visual on you. So when you came up to me, I was like, wait, what? Like, it caught me off guard for a second. I was like,
for a split second, he just kind of looked at me, but I didn't explain anything else.
Yeah, and then I was like, I see. Like, it's right there. I was like, yeah. I just looked at it. I was like, hey, boom, cut. And I went like this.
Right? Then when he came back in the car, he spoke about that same word that's holding your sword in place, which was hesitation, right? But now he's going to tell you what he knows about hesitation, whatever. Talk to him about that. Yeah. About your experience of it last night. What did that do for you?
It solidified that because I did hesitate there. There was a hesitation there. That's why you went in like that, because it was very clear that I could cut. Like
Yeah.
it was very clear. But there was a moment, there was like a split second where I was like, it was almost like,
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he's much faster than you.
yeah.
He's now fast enough to fight darkness inside himself. But now he's got to be lightning fast. Right now, he's got to get to the point that Jesus said, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So he could be planning it, and it's right, and he's right. Suddenly it's there. Boom, come here.
Yeah.
And now he surprises the devil too.
Yeah, because when you said that to me, that's exactly what it was. It was don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Like right when you said it,
I became his left hand suddenly.
yeah, I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Slice? Because that was not. There was no conversation at
There was
all.
no context.
There's nothing about.
I'm talking about her and
It was
open.
zero. Yeah,
is what I want. Here's what would have been.
Yeah.
Bro, open now. Don't hesitate. But instead, I use the warrior code. Why? Because that's why no man can cut hesitation in field. Only a warrior doesn't hesitate, but only a righteous warrior won't hesitate. You have to know that when you pull the trigger, you're still going to heaven after that. Even if it was a baby, or an infant, or your mom, dad, girlfriend, wife, or you, boom. It don't matter. This gun will shoot when it needs to shoot, and it'll be faster than any gun anywhere at any time. I challenge anybody. Why? Because I'm not going to shoot. It's going to shoot all by itself. That's why I have no hesitation. Now, in order for that to happen, you can't have a plan, and you got to have faith. Boom.
Yeah.
So his faith is stronger now. And that's the game that I'm teaching.
Yeah, that really the faith is what bypasses everything else I did.
That's
Because it's something that I've handled or been trying to handle for a long time.
Exactly. With technique, it takes faith.
Yeah, there was a lot of technique involved, and the technique was good. It was just the problem with the technique is you learn the technique, and then you got to learn another technique right afterwards. You got to keep learning technique, and it's like, fuck the technique. Like, can I do this without the fucking technique?
Isn't that a song? Fuck the technique. Is that an old school fucking rap song?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it would make
Wu-Tang,
sense. Like,
yeah.
so that moment last night, it solidified that. Like that was, like you said, it's just pure faith. It's like, because it was fascinating because when I forgot about her, that's when she popped up right there. And when she popped up, I was like, I know this. Like this right here has happened. So when
Here comes the fucking triangle or the arm bar. Here comes the mount.
Yeah.
I know it's coming.
Yeah, you already
And
know
then
it's
suddenly there's a crucifix available, which no one's expecting. And even though you know for sure you were going to get the arm bar, you have enough faith to let everything go and jump into this ridiculous fucking move that's going to be the highlight of the night. You have the ball and you're going down, and you know you can fucking lay up it. You know you could go like that. You decide to look back and jump from fucking free throw, open your fucking legs, put your tongue out like Cali, and then just boom. What if you fucking miss, dog? Right? Jordan's going down, bang, down, right? The faith to just like suddenly look at everyone and just ding, like what? Because you know it could go, bang, right? People miss on dunks, but when that motherfucker's going up, you just see it. Like he's just breathing fire on everybody, and it's just, that's why we love the slam dunk like that, because it's risky to do that shit, right? And then you're gonna now spin around in the middle of the game and go boom, and then hang like a fucking demon on that thing. Hell yeah! Now Space Jam for real, right? You fucking faggots. Yeah, throw that ball half court. Have some faith on that, Stephen Curry, right? Let's see faith ball. You fucking techno bastards. Yeah, he said that
of the proximity. Like if we're talking like language of game, then I've seen that moment so many times. And it was what you said just now. You were like, what happens if, what did you say? You said, what happens if you fail or something when you were talking about that? So I was like, well, if I were to, let's say I opened her, let's say I did that, right? Like, like the cut now, cut.
Yeah.
And I opened and then she was like, what? Like, let's say she walked away.
Yeah.
That's the reason, I just realized that's the reason you don't have a plan. Because if I had a plan right there to like, be like, okay, now I need to like, okay, I gotta forget about her so she comes over to me, and then like that will like manifest her, like, you know, because that's what I could see someone do.
He's getting that good.
Yeah, you would be like, well, I gotta manifest this, so let me like forget about her, and then like if that's still a technique, because then you're trying to forget about her. No, I just forget. Meanwhile, then that's when she pops up.
Meanwhile, someone watching you, and he looks like a guy just eating sushi. He's actually your enemy, and he's very sharp. He's the guy who was behind him, reading him and her and many others. That motherfucker is also in the restaurant, bro. He's in that cartoon character too, right?
You got headphones in?
He's yeah, he's got headphones in and his eyes he can't even see. He's like a blind man, like this. And he's like talking stupid to himself all the time. And he's comfortable, he's cool, he's very friendly, right? And then in the right moment, you just see a flash. And then he stands up and the old man drops and he looks around with horns, tail, and a wing. And he goes, pathetic. Pathetic. Too much thinking. Faggots. I'm looking for a real warrior now, right? So I'm training that right now. And there's a testifying, right? But he won't hesitate on sales. He won't hesitate on moving the car out of the way. It's the same spirit of hesitation. Hesitation killed the samurai. Now, what if hesitation was a spirit?
That makes that makes perfect sense. That is
Thank you.
That is a spirit, yeah.
You see that? So I have to defeat the spirit of hesitation, that it does not reside in me. Now, that's not going to be easy. But as a warrior, I just gave you the fucking sweetness of life that you're looking for as the first step. And then you got to see what your sword is, bro. That's what Gio is now getting his sword, which is here, his word, right? And we have swords, as you see, AZD. We have words on words on words on words, bro. I've defeated all the gods. I truly have. Okay? That's the way I play. And now I'm training you guys. Why? Because look, man, I want to help my family. I want to help my friends, my loved ones, my girlfriends, right? I want to help children that I see that are suffering when you go to the fucking supermarket, right? And there's nothing I can really do about it when I see how much evil is happening to that kid, right? And you look at the fucking mom, she's fucked up, and it's like, damn, this place sucks, man. I'm at peace, I'm feeling great, right? But you get it? That's why we're warriors. We handle our shit so fast so we could go handle the fucking enemy. But if you handle your life, you're like a girl with laundry list. Grocery list, laundry list. You and I don't have a grocery list. We go to the grocery, we walk around, we see what looks right, we get it. 2 things, we eat it, that's it. What about tonight? Fuck tonight. Fuck tonight. All I know is I'm getting up at 7 a.m. to come work, right? Don't ask me about nothing else. Last night, we could have stayed at the strip club till 5 last night, I know. And I think that's going to happen one day.
That's going to be cool.
No, because look,
Dude,
look, this guy's barely slept. This guy's barely slept. That guy and that guy and that guy and that guy. We've all slept about 3 hours.
I slept at 4:30.
You understand that? Can you believe that? We haven't had a big old breakfast. None of us have eaten. Maybe Yogi Chris. Have you eaten? No. Hey, hey. We've all maximum. I think if somebody really like just went in, just zoties out, like just fucking slept, they would have got about 4 to 4.5 hours if they had just gone right into bed and fucking worked it out, right? Like just nothing else. But I know that an hour later, as I'm going through my room, I hear them talking in the kitchen. So I'm like, right on, bro. Really? You know why? Because I wanted to see what would happen today, right? How do we go all day and then actually get, not myself, but some people got drained in the strip club, right? Because the woman would take your light. But it was a different kind of drain, bro. And then within the ride back in the car and walk the bride again. Bro, this is some real samurai ninja shit. If you knew how I picked up women last night, you would fucking just, bro, you would shit your pants. It's unreal. It is mother fucking real. It has to be the Holy Spirit. It has to be the Lord of Lords. There's just no, bro, I've always said I can't be this smart. But now, the stories that this mouth can weave, that can take someone out of whatever condition they're in and put them in a story that will take them to God in a second, in a minute, in 2 minutes, in 5 minutes. Where, bro, fuck, bro, hurry up, man. I've never made a mistake speaking to somebody, and I spent a whole bunch of one night, I saw him as a king, you know? So hurry up. But listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. The more you see this light and the more I speak this, I'm telling you right now, the heavier the consequences on you when you don't do the right thing. You gotta be very careful. No, I'm not kidding. Not kidding. And that's when you will learn to fear the Lord. Okay? Because I'm telling you, it's just you'll understand everything in that book, and you need to in order to fight a fight worth fighting in this life, right? The darkness that has plagued you and your soul and your family and your loved ones. Okay? And no martial art would be good enough for me to truly let go of my fucking power, to unleash myself. Okay? But this time, bro, I can't wait to go out at night and unleash myself and unleash myself again a little bit. But it's some real shit, bro. They've seen shit that you would want to see with your own eyes. Okay? They've experienced shit that you would experience in the anime. For real, though. Can you believe that? I'm not kidding with you, bro. I've never lied to you.
No, I believe 100%.
You're playing such a small game. It's pathetic. You shouldn't draw your sword. It's rusted. Even when you draw it to cut, you'd be surprised. It's a butter knife now, right? Because you've been living a domesticated life, man. You're no domesticated fucking animal. Okay? If you want to be a sheep, which I am, I love telling doors I'm a sheep. I did it again last night. Man, they don't want to buy that shit, right? I'm like, I am sheep, dude. For real, though. You got to find out who the shepherd is and what the guard dogs are around here. They're hell dogs. Okay? Now, the real truth is, baby, have you seen those sheep dogs that blend with the sheep? They're all fluffy and shit. Yeah, I'm part of that too. Okay? I'm everything. Right? I'm everything. Why? Because I don't have any plans, and my shepherd has the ability to shapeshift me anytime. And he does. And he uses me to train the guard dogs, which is you. Okay? So I'm supposed to be able to defeat everybody in everything I do. And if someone can beat me, then they take my place. And I love that because that's how it would be in a championship team. Right? We go out every night, we test me, we test you, we all come back better. Fuck, man. So fun, bro. And then your girlfriend or girlfriends or whatever the fuck they are, they will end up in this game with you. And then they will see the Lord through it, as my girlfriends are. I mean, they're going to have to fucking explain shit. Some shit I haven't even told these guys. I told them some crazy shit last night, right? And I showed them some crazy shit last night. But check this out. So many times last night, I was about to tell them something that would just be even more ridiculous. But the good thing is, there's 3 girls online who were there, and I can physically verify. And I guess that's going to come up later tonight, maybe, in the first class of Rise of the King. Bro, you're going to fucking flip out when you hear what they have to say. You're gonna have to go back and fucking go, they either lied, they're hypnotized, I mean, even that would be crazy if we could do that, right? But they're gonna tell you is gonna be something where everybody here, with everything they've seen, they still have to check themselves. Like, wait, what? Can you believe that? I've been sitting with that shit all day last night. Can't wait to say it at the right time. Right? You know what the right time is, bro? When it cuts by itself. And that's why I haven't said anything yet. So, but I don't even have my hand on this. I'm walking as a samurai, and I know I'm gonna cut at some point so fast. And when I cut, it'll be the right time, because that story at that moment will cut something in somebody here. Right? So when my attention goes to it, all I do is just become silent and present for a second. Right? But I do know that there's a cut coming, right? And someone's about to get cut. And I'm not even going to know. But when it comes, they'll know I know, and everybody will know. What's that? Have fun, right? Chow yup fun. Who's chow yup fun? All right?
Yep. Peterson.
Well, how do you feel right now, Josiah? Warrior
I
of
feel
God?
really fresh. And I did have a question.
Yeah,
So let's say something happened, right? And
yeah.
rather than you moving on it so quick, would it be hesitation to kind of like step back before making a decision? Just kind of like analyze it.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just looked up Choi Yun-fat. It's something. Well, let me see what that is. Previously known as Donald Chow, is a Hong Kong actor. He has collaborated with filmmaker John Woo. John Woo makes martial arts movies. In 5 Hong Kong action films, A Better Tomorrow. Let's see these titles right now. A Better Tomorrow, The Killer, Once a Thief, and Hard Boiled. And in the West is known for his roles as King Mongkut. Is that what I called that guy last night? Mongkut, as King Mongkut in Anna and the King. Lee Mu. That's the one. That's the one for you. Why am I frozen? This is the moment. You get it? This is the communication for him. This is it. Chow Yun-fat is this for him. Watch. Watch what's going to happen. I still want to know who's Johnny. I really do. Who's Johnny? She said, hey, did you hear any of that?
So I heard you reading off the names, and then you froze for a quick second.
Perfect. I froze because I looked up and I said this to you. I said, here it is. This is why. This here, you need to watch it before tonight's class. It's a movie. Ready? Just watch the movie. Bro, there's a miracle, bro. There's a movie called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Watch it today. You've seen it before?
Bits and pieces, not the full film.
But you know what it is, right? Ah, you're in there, okay? I haven't been wrong yet. You're in there. Watch that movie and then let's talk. That's it for this. That's it. I know that's the answer. Come on, Chai Yun-fat. What the fuck is that? That was a Chinese place here. All right. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, then let's talk, okay? All right, who's next? This is so fun, man.
We got Sebastian from Florida next.
One day when I hang out with my girlfriends, they're gonna have to come sit here and talk and for the 4 hours. Order food. I won't do nothing else. Okay. What's up, man? Dang, that was good, Josiah. Fuck. I get it. It's in there. I already know what it is. Ah, so good. Ah, so good. Lee Mubai. Hey, Josiah.
Yo,
Have you heard the name Lee Mubai?
I have not.
What does it sound like when I say it to you? Lee Mubai. It's a name.
Almost sounds like first thing that comes to my mind is like a martial arts or something.
Right. Yeah. Lee Mubai. So first Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, then it might even be in that movie, the character. Okay, Lee Mubai is the name of the character. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something about Lee Mubai at some point. I have to look him up first, but I know for sure. Okay, all right. So we got Chow Yun-fat, we got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Lee Mubai for you. Hell yeah. That's how the structure gets the verse of the warrior. Okay, next.
Next we have Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Hey. What's up, brother?
So my question is, because I'm anxious about like literally everything, and so
Right.
to be more in detail.
You have a spirit in you. You have a spirit in you that was put there by others called anxiety. And it has a life in you. And when things happen, it feeds off of the energy of anxiety and it comes to life and it moves inside your body. Okay? That's what I hear you say. So you don't have to believe me, but I'm going to talk to you this way and watch what happens. Okay? So you have a spirit of anxiety that's foreign to you. It's an entity because it's making you suffer and it's preventing you from having the peace that you want to live, right? And to be able to just be free and love and just express yourself, right? And because
Yeah.
when you're about to because when you're about to do what I just said, then soul gets gripped by this spirit that activates that was given to you as a curse called anxiety. Okay? And it moves. Where do you feel your anxiety at?
To be more detailed, because see, like even the anxiety made it hard for me to focus because now I'm thinking, oh, what to say, or but I'm just trying to
I'll
speak
just
on
ask you a
faith.
question. You don't have to think about it. You just answer the question, okay? Where do you feel
Yeah.
your anxiety? In your stomach or chest or arms or legs or where? Where does it start?
So it's my heart right now. The way I'm speaking.
Right.
See, that's
Does it
why
move?
also I'm not showing my face also because
Yeah, don't show your
insecurity
face. It's
from.
too ugly. It's too ugly. Wait. Wait till you don't have anxiety. Right now, if you show it, it'll have anxiety on it. I want to see your face, not a face of anxiety. There's a difference, right? So hold the camera. So it's in your heart, right?
Yeah.
Right. Does it move?
Yeah, it tells me basically it's not an auditor. It's like a commentator, in the sports. It commentates
Yeah.
on my life. Basically, it tells me, "Oh no, you're gonna do this. You're not gonna have faith. You're gonna do this instead, or you're not gonna approach so and so person, or
Yeah.
this so and so person speaks like this. So you have to retract and basically not be yourself because they gave you a wrong reaction,
Right.
something like
Right.
that."
It says that to you from the heart, right?
Yeah.
And what does it sound like? What's the voice sound like? Is it deep or is it skinny or is it like your own voice? What does it sound like?
Uh, like I know it's probably basic the conclusion, but like Satan, the darkness, like a cloudiness where it's like it
Listen,
rains every day.
listen to my voice, okay?
Yeah.
Is it deep, like deeper than this, or is it growly, or is it soft? What is it? What is it? Is it like or is it like
It's like growly,
this
like
way?
in Cygnus, like the hesitation, it has that tonality to it
Right. So it
of
speaks with
hesitation.
like command, like do this, do that. Does it sound like this?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Does it sound like this, or does it sound deeper than this, or thicker than this?
It's more like in the tonality of like violence, like sounds more violent.
Okay, I don't want to do it like that really, but it's like it's just faster like that.
Yeah, sorry, brother. It's just even the anxiety right now is hard to focus. But
Yeah, that's okay. You're looking at it. You're not in it. You're not in it. Okay. You're reporting to me about the violence. Does it speak like that?
like what you said right now.
Yeah. Was that tone like that?
Yeah,
Right.
like
So
a
command
father. Yeah, like a father yelling at his children,
right.
the wrong way.
The wrong way. Exactly. The wrong way. What's wrong with that? Tell me, because you're right.
It makes me hesitate in what I do in life and
Yeah.
prevents me from seeing with a clear view. It has like
Right.
a cloth over my eyes or something that prevents me from
Exactly.
seeing.
Exactly. Right. There's a cloth over your eyes. What color is the cloth?
Black, all shady, like gloomy,
Yeah.
pessimistic,
Yeah.
doubtful.
Yeah. It's just a
Like
veil. It's just a veil, right? It's
yeah,
a filter. The filter, right?
yeah.
So what would happen if the filter was lifted for a second? What would you see?
Peace, presence, being, not thinking about it. Like the chosen tech, I can't say too much about that, obviously. But
You
like
can say whatever you like right now. You can say whatever you like right now.
okay, that I should just be without thinking about what I have to say or this, but God will correct me as I go.
Nice. That's true. That's true. So if you lift the veil, that's the truth, right?
Yeah.
So what happens if the veil tries to come down, but it can't? Then what happens? It gets stuck.
Then I go back into hesitation and then I look for counseling from my mind.
No. You didn't hear me. The veil, what if the veil was trying to come down, but it couldn't come down anymore? It was stuck up here. Then what would happen?
Oh, then I would go deeper into depression, doubt, insecurity about my.
The veil was causing the depression, right? When you lifted
Yeah.
the veil, you saw peace, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, because you're looking at peace, right?
Yeah.
Right. If the veil wants to come down, but it can't, it stays up, so you keep looking at peace. What if it couldn't come down? What if the veil was stuck up there? Would you be able to still see peace?
No, because peace is peace, and it can't share room with that veil of darkness.
Okay. Right. Okay, good. So what if then the veil was just kind of just, if I tore it like this, where would it get stuck at in me?
Can you repeat that? I wasn't watching. I was more like hearing.
If the veil is here and I'm going
Mhm.
to tear, you're right. Like, I need it off me. So if I'm pulling it off, it's going to get stuck somewhere. It's going to latch somewhere. Where would it get stuck?
Like probably my cheekbone, having access to it to pull it up easier.
Here?
Yeah, a place where it's easy to pull up again.
It gets stuck right here?
A little up, a little above, somewhere like that. Yeah.
It would get stuck right there, right?
Yeah. So in case of
And
anything, I could lift it up.
so this thing that has nailed it in, right? What does it look like?
Uh-huh.
What does that look like?
I'm thinking. I
Yeah,
shouldn't be
that's fine.
thinking, but
No, just look at it. What does it look like? It's something that's not letting this veil be pulled off. What does that look like? It's like a nail. What does it look like at first? It's gonna first look at what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? What's holding it?
like you said, a nail, but
Is it black? Or what color is it?
it's black. For being there so long, it leaves like a scar.
Ah. What about, is it easy to pull out or no?
It's not easy to pull out
Yeah.
unless
How
you
does it
hear
look?
the voice of peace, encouraging you to, like let it go,
Yo,
which
put the
is the
song.
Michael singer.
Good. Just wait right there. Wait right there. Okay? What's the one you use? Gio? You read it yesterday. You rock my whatever. One time you read it here. Yeah, remember that one? Go to that one. Go. No, that's not 18. 18 is mine. I know, but the one you read over there was not 18. My refuge, my this, my that. Come on, man.
The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my refuge, something like that, right? Is that what you're thinking about?
I'm exactly thinking about that. I'm exactly thinking about that. Hold on. The words of peace would remove this. So we have to hold this right now. Hold the nail. Okay, get on camera, Gio. Put all three of us on camera. Gio, be with the Father first, then do this. Get ready, bro.
Psalm 46.
Roar.
God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not, we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Through the waters, therefore, roar and be troubled. Though the mountains shake with swelling thereof, Salah.
Let me have it. Yep. Ready? Hold it there. Okay, listen now. Go to the beginning
Go to the beginning?
of that, yeah. Listen up.
Right there.
Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Listen up. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake the swelling thereof. Salah. There's a river the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles. This is a place where you could go in and take refuge and be safe with God. Of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. Let the words do what they do. Don't try to understand them. The heathen raged. The kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice. The earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Salah. Come, behold the works of the Lord. What desolations he hath made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease on to the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow. He cutteth the spear in sunder, burneth the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Salah. Back to you. What's going on?
So especially the be still and knows that I'm God. I have that like in my mind, but it's like when in the present moment I'm there, like say, because there's a lot of deep insecurity, like even small details, like, oh, if this person doesn't give you attention, or
Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Now what? Right? Just one big fat fucking middle finger up their fucking asshole. Now what? Right? Fuck them. They don't give you attention. Fuck them. Now what? That's all you do with that one. You just fuck them. You're not nice about it. You don't need to think about them. They don't give you attention. Fuck them. Now what? You move on. They have nothing to do with you. Fuck them to hell. You're trying to be nice to everybody. Stop trying to be nice.
Yeah, that's the problem. See, I'm too nice to people,
I know.
and
I'm gonna remove
people.
that motherfucker out of there. Listen, you're trying to be nice, and that's a curse. Who told you to be nice? In a fatherly sound.
The mom.
Your mom?
Yeah. Don't offend
Yeah.
so and so. Don't. Oh, make sure to doing so and so, or else they're gonna get offended.
Yep.
It's like the midday gospel. I learned most of that about the mom and dad dynamic.
What do you mean?
Like your mom, she put a lot of insecurity. She I guess made you
my
worry
midday
about.
gospel. I thought you meant.
I'm sorry.
You talking about my preaching midday gospel, or you talking about something about here?
Oh, just midday gospel, like the old lectures.
My class?
Like as I went by them.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. So your mom is putting this insecurity there, yeah?
Yeah, and I live with my parents. That's the thing. So.
All right. So here's what you got to do. I know your next step, and it's not going to be easy. Okay? You have to forgive her.
Yeah.
Got it? And you have to forgive her because she has no idea what she's doing. Okay? She's, you know, that little thing you got in your heart, she's got tons of those, right? So you forgive her and you go, have you watched Jesse Peterson's Forgive Your Mom?
I think one of the brothers, I think his name is Tor Adney. He sent me a video, but I don't know if it's that exact video.
Okay, so that, bro, listen, to do anything else would be foolish right now. Your next step is exactly that. Go watch that video and do it. And like he says, you're going to shake your boots or some shit like that, right? You're going to get scared. If you do that, you'll begin the process of being completely free of that bullshit. But if you don't do that, then good luck. Read the Bible. Because your next step with me is that. Because I know if you do that, it's going to work. Okay? But if you don't do that, then read the Bible, because that's what got me. But again, good luck. All right? But your next step that will actually help you get rid of that spirit in your body is to go and forgive your mother, but watch the way Jesse Peterson says to do it, and do it the way he says it. Don't change it. It's going to sound stupid and ridiculous. Just go and do it. Or sit in that hell that you're in forever, bro. It's not going to be easy to be free. You understand that? It's shackling you. And you
Yeah.
gotta forgive her, and then you'll be free. Ah, fuck. You can start, it will happen, okay? It'll begin the process of clearing it out. But as long as that darkness is there, no light is gonna go through. If
I
you keep
really
getting
appreciate you a lot for that.
yeah, listen, I directly got that from Jesse Peterson, and he directly got it from the Bible or Jesus, right? So that's what that is. But it does, like, you know what I mean? You guys got to be able to know where these things come from so you could trace them. Okay? So you sound great right now, bro. How do you feel right now?
I feel like I could have hope because it's
Yeah,
like
you do.
like I texted Yogi Chris kind of like the words are fucked up in the sense,
Yeah,
for example, insecurity about how I carry myself with girls
yeah,
or life or work or whatever.
yeah. But you sound good right now. You have any intention on being insecure right now?
It's a little less because
Yeah.
like I'm
How
still
much?
thinking of what to say, but I'm just focused on just being
Yeah.
like basically the word
Just
fuck him
express, look,
is
just express what's in your heart. You don't have to focus on what you're saying. Just say what's going on with you, like I'm doing. Right? You just say what's going on with you. It's not like a plan on how to talk. Like when I ask you how you're feeling, you just check how you're feeling and tell me. So how are you feeling right now?
I feel like I could express that more authentic side of me, which is part of the sales class also, that it teaches you to be authentic and not hesitate on what you're saying.
Do you see how easy that was? You just did that? That was smooth. Right? So
Yeah.
if I ask you a question, just look in your heart, tell me how you feel, right? Do you know what you want to eat today? What sounds good?
I don't know what to eat, but I
Sounds
shouldn't
good.
just think about it.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know what to eat right now. That was what's in your heart. You don't have to be like, well, I should say this or whatever, right? What about
Yeah.
is there a show that you like to watch these days
The
that you would
thing is,
recommend me to watch?
the thing is, I haven't been watching shows, movies, because I've been trying to just improve.
Perfect.
Either watch your lectures or trying to watch sales or trying to just work or trying to exercise or something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good.
But
Yeah, I haven't seen any shows. Let's see what else is there. Have you had any realizations recently?
my mind is blank right now, kind of
Right on.
on
Right on.
realizations. I have them like later.
Yeah, right on. And you want that blank mind. You don't want the mind. You just want to be. See that?
Excuse me for a second. Yeah. Huh?
Work today?
Yeah, that was just my dad. Sorry. But
Perfect. Perfect. Hey, your communication right now is really good right now. Everybody's nodding back here. Let me take it to Yogi Chris. Let's see what he has to say about that real quick, okay? So I want
thank you,
you
brother.
to know, I want you to know what right now you sound like to everybody here. And everybody here is a very good communicator, okay? So to
Yeah.
listen to now, I need you to just see they're gonna be very honest with you, bro. Okay? They're gonna be very honest with you because you're free of it. You're free of it right now. And that's what you have to understand. Like Jesus came and gave his life, and you're already free. So you have to stop acting like a sinner and stop acting insecure. Because right now you sound perfect. But let the captain speak.
Yeah, it was great to see the transition. When you first came on, your voice was trembly, hesitation, second guessing yourself, breath was restrained as you were talking. As you got the ideas out and you heard the ideas to get you set straight and where you're going to go, it's flowing out of you. You sound more mature, more confident, and like you know what's the next steps to take. Like you don't sound like the same person at all. You're in a totally different state of mind. So that's what I noticed.
Thank you. Okay? So keep it. Fernando.
Yeah, I want to acknowledge first and foremost that you were able to accurately describe the condition.
Yeah.
Which is a very big thing because you're able to see outside of that veil,
Nice.
you know? And
Nice.
so you being able to describe it and give language to it, you're able to see outside of it and one, see that it's not you. It's some spirit that has overtaken you. And so towards the end of it, as you started talking about it, describing it, right now you sound incredible, bro. I want to keep listening to you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I want
I want
to
to keep talking to you.
Yeah.
You and I are having a conversation now. Keep me on the screen too. You and I are we were having a conversation, and it was pleasant, right? Because I was asking you questions I was interested in. Like, is there any shows? Have you had any realizations? I want to know those things for real. And you were just answering me with exactly what was, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like the truth of what you're telling me. I want to know what's going on with you, not what I should be hearing, right? I want to know the real news from you. Okay, to Sultan and Jim.
Yeah, your voice is clean, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
My wand disappeared. Oh, I pooped it up. Okay, go ahead.
Sebastian, what's up, man?
Right on.
What's up, bro?
What's up? Hey, you sound really good now, and that's, I see the importance of this more and more, because first you're able to just say exactly what it was. Like, a lot of people come on here and they'll hesitate. So the fact that you just said exactly what was going on,
Yeah,
got you to where you're at now.
I didn't even register that, but both of those guys saw that. I didn't.
Yeah.
That didn't even enter my mind, but it's so true. Yeah.
Yeah, and what happens is, something to call that would be like getting dark, right? That's what we call it here.
Yeah, because it
And-
is. Because
yeah.
you're dimming your light. You're getting dark sometimes, but
Yeah.
now you're beaming. You know. Huh?
Yeah, and when you get dark, one of the no, not even one of the most important thing that you can do is to talk. Like, just speak. Like, you gotta, even if it's not, let's say if it's not about the darkness, but just to talk, like, be able to like give out communication, because
Yeah.
when you stay quiet and you hold it in, it gets worse and worse and
You're
worse.
talking to yourself,
Exactly. And
and only crazy people talk to themselves,
yeah,
and we're not crazy.
so I keep seeing the like how important this is, because if this is a place where you can come and do that, like, you can't do that anywhere else. If you even talking about like women in relationships, there's nowhere you can actually, like, you can freely talk about these things, because people are fucked up. They're not going to be able to hear what you're really saying.
I'm clean,
Yeah, exactly.
so I can take any confession.
Yeah,
It won't bother me. You get it?
Yeah.
I won't be like, I won't be trying to like hide my shit when you talk, right? So then I can just speak about it. But if I have a little bit of that, and if you and I go there, right, and you and I have the same demon, well, I'm for sure not going to take you there, right? So that's why this person has to be clean, and that's very important. You know, I love that because that's a testament to my clean hands. Good. Anything else?
yeah, you sound great, man. You're on it.
Yeah. Okay, Gio, and then back to you. And whenever you want, if you want to turn on your camera, it would be good, but you don't have to. Okay, next time.
Yeah, bro. Sebastian. Man, yeah, like everybody says, when you first came in and you were talking about your anxiety, I was actually really impressed how you were describing your awareness, like, oh, like, I'm anxious, I hear the voice. Oh, and those moments, even with all your anxiety, all I could hear is just the strength. Like, you're strong, bro. The ego right there, the ego that you have has nothing on your voice. It cannot pull your voice down, bro.
Nice.
And the fact you're putting out there it's incredible, because a lot of guys, we're all learning to be like that, to speak out that, no matter how we feel, what shit goes in us, so that way we can take it out immediately. And everybody's awareness just amplifies that to be more. It just amplifies the truth that we won't hide.
We're not afraid of those words, right? Of whatever, like, I feel, whatever we know that we had to also get rid of that demon to sit here, right? We're familiar with that curse, right? It doesn't activate in here when you talk, right?
Right.
Right on. We'll get back to you, bro, and then we're done with you today. You know your next.
Thank you,
Sunday,
guys.
Jesse. Yeah. All right. How you feel right now, bro? How you feel?
I feel good. During the moment, which is the clear. Give me a second.
What? Oh, okay. See, when you guys can come in now, and it'll get better and better and better. Some real shit.
Yeah, my dad was saying something,
Yeah. Not your
but
father's. Go ahead. So how you feel right now, bro? Yeah.
I feel better, like alleviated. My mom was
Yeah.
calling me, but so that kind of cut my focus, because I'm like, oh wait, what if I don't answer her or something? But I was just present and
Yeah,
just sent her
but
text
that's
and all that.
okay. Hold on. Let me just tell you, it's okay if you don't answer her. She'll call you again, and then when it's time to answer, you answer her. You tell her whatever you have to say. Give me a minute, I'll be right there. Then she can say whatever she wants to say. She has nothing to do with your communication. Your communication is your communication. And she can say whatever she wants. And it doesn't hit because that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. That's in her heart. It's not in your heart. Okay? You have your own. So she can say whatever she wants, right? Like, obviously, if she had a fucking emergency and the stove was burning, you'd run over there right now, right? If
Yeah,
it's
of
really
course.
important, if it's really important, the intensity of her voice will tell you. So you don't have to think about it. You'll know when it's an emergency. You'll know when there's time. If you're wrong, then, oh, I didn't know. You know, it's like you can just live naturally because you're a good person just doing things, right? You're not trying to hurt anybody. Like you said, you're working on you. So you always work on you. Everything she gives you, you're working on you. You're strengthening this light that you have right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, brother. Thank you for this cut and for everyone to speak to me, because it like awakens that part of me that doesn't believe himself and thinks that no one gives a like a fuck, for like to say it like that. But
Yeah.
it feels good because it feels like people actually care. People give a fuck to know your
Yeah.
problems, to
I do.
talk it
I
out.
do. I do. He does. Yeah, we all do here for sure. That's why we're doing it.
And I'm pretty sure this talk helped like immensely to many
Yep.
people. It's like pacing people in all these areas.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'll leave the mic to other people, and
Okay.
I look forward to
So
joining more.
in this moment, because there's a lot of like admiration of us, this is the moment where we give glory to God, because we wouldn't be able to do it without him. See that? And everybody's got to be aware. Everybody has to be aware of moments like this, right? And at that moment, that's the moment where pride can pull without you even knowing it, right? But the moment you go, it comes from there, because it does. It releases the light again for the next miracle to happen. Otherwise, the next person you're going to try to do that with, right? We can't take any credit for it, but we're privileged to be in it. We love being here on this side, experiencing it, right? We love that. We love that so much. We're obsessed with this thing, right? But we didn't do it. We kept ourselves clean enough for the Holy Spirit to do it. That's our job. So we take a lot of pride in the righteous steps we take every moment. That's what we do. If we have anything to do with this, and we do, we keep our hands and our heart clean all day. And then the light first unveils, like you were saying, then more, then more, then more, then it cleans out, then you start to get your superpowers. But then your job is just to stay clean, okay? Walk a narrow path so that there is, just like that spirit that was fucking with you, there's another one called Holy Spirit that comes from Jesus. It's a gift to the children of God, that they could fight the darkness and the darkness can't hurt them. That when they sleep, they don't have nightmares, right? When they walk, they don't have something behind their back at night going down the stairs. When they walk, the demons turn around or run. Why? Because the child of God is walking through. Show some respect, right? Show some fucking respect. And that's, you start to feel that. It's very powerful to feel that. So then that becomes other people, which means then when people, it happened to me yesterday, right? It was a woman, right? And she was just not sounding right. So I didn't let her even walk to the door of my house, right? I was standing guard against what? Any bullshit that was going to try to enter through me into that fucking house. I stopped her at the door. When she looked at me, she calmed down. And right when we got in the door, she started to speak up. And I told her, don't ever speak like that to me. And then she tried, I said it again, don't ever speak like that to me. Right? Why? Because that same demon that's in your heart, that easily gets defeated, right? And then, no, I don't respect darkness. I'm not nice to it. I don't fucking talk to it. I sure as fuck won't spend the only fucking 2 hours of my fucking life that I have myself with it, right? You take your fucking demon and get the fuck out of this fucking house right now, right? Or calm the fuck down, okay? So you can get enough light to go back and go, damn, I'm kind of crazy, aren't I? Yeah, you are, bitch. Calm the fuck down. Yeah. That's righteous. Right? It activated women's pussies hearing that. Wait, is that you?
Hey.
Hey, man. I'm like, who's that guy? Hey, when the chick sneezed last night, I'm a bitch. It was the best. Right? It was so fun, man. Gio was there. Okay, full screen. All right, Sebastian, we saw your face. You're a good-looking guy. Better looking than me. Shit, if I look like that guy, I'd be all the hoes. The fuck's wrong with you? Hiding your face. Now, fucking Cygnus needs to hide his ugly ass face. Coming on, looking all ugly. I'm surprised you even have a girl. Ugly ass. How's Shamir? No, really. Did you talk to him today? You bit? Well, I mean, does he have a step on to shoot? You guys gotta say the guy. I know, but like, you gotta stay on it. Okay, who next?
Sergio.
Surgery. Or surge of energy, or let's see which one it is. Let's do a surgery on you with a surge of energy. Sergio. Whoa! What's up? Oh, hold on, I can't hear you. That's
I'm
cool.
on mute. Yeah, what's
You're
up,
like a
guys?
character. Hey, you're already a character. I love that shit. Yeah. What kind of
Yeah.
superhero? What kind of superhero or god did you like growing up? What kind of bad motherfucker are you?
I didn't really follow superheroes too much. I had neighbors that did, and they were all into like Marvel and stuff. But
Yeah,
I
but what
think
kind of
I dug like Wolverine.
yeah?
And
What about fuck the superheroes? What would get you like that fucking warrior energy going? Because you look like some character in some kind of a warrior movie. No, I'm serious. That's how I know.
I really loved like wrestling, to be honest. Like this is
Wrestling?
like the Rock. This is like the Rock's hoodie, right? Like I love like all that type of mojo. Like just
Hell yeah. So did you like? Have you know anything about Hercules or Samson or no?
not much. No.
Oh, you'll love Samson, bro. Samson. Do you know
Oh,
Samson's
the
story?
hair. Yeah, I know about the hair. I got the long
Nah,
hair.
yeah, it's fuck the hair. Yeah. Oh, okay. No. Samson was a hero in the Bible, and it wasn't weapons; it was his body, like a wrestler, right? But when he would go to battle, right, he would have the Lord go through him, and so he always had enough strength to defeat whatever's in front of him, right, with bare hands, and that was just so dope. Do you know why he failed at the end? Does anybody know? You read it? Okay, listen. He's also your lineage. This guy. Go three-way with the captain. So one of my best friends who helps me fight the darkness is this guy, right? And if you love wrestling, he's actually a whatever the fuck. What are you? What is D1 champ? This guy. You know what that means?
The what championship?
What are you? Give your title, bro.
Yes, I was a champion and I was a Division 1 wrestler. I wasn't a D1 champion, but
Dude, give your title.
Oh,
Hold on. He's
Division 1 NCAA wrestler,
Oh,
From
okay,
where?
NCAA.
University of Oklahoma.
University of Oklahoma.
Right on.
You
Yeah.
know anything about Oklahoma wrestling?
Yeah, it's legit.
No,
Tell them
I
about
wish.
Oklahoma wrestling. Listen, in the world of wrestling of the United States,
Yeah, it's at the time when I went to OU, it was the #4 program in history for the United States. And as a state, Oklahoma produced more Olympic champions than any other state.
in wrestling. So if you like wrestling, right? He was trained by the people who produced the most champions. And also, I know from my jiu-jitsu background, right? That when the
Yeah.
Oklahoma wrestlers would come, it wasn't going to be we were going to have to fight each other. So I fought a lot of wrestlers, right? And they're very
Yeah.
tough. Very tough. So you're very tough?
Yeah.
Are you tough?
Yeah, I'd say I'm tough, but I just picked up jiu-jitsu like a couple years ago, so been batting through a lot of injuries, and I think it's a little bit of like making up for never having wrestled. Like, is this Yogi Chris?
Yeah.
This is my first time here. Yeah, so yeah, I always wanted to do wrestling. I never got into it. Now I'm in my 40s. I picked up jiu-jitsu, so yeah, maybe I should be tapping more.
Yeah, maybe you should. So, anyways, that tough warrior spirit that's so obvious to me, right?
Obvious.
What's holding it from having its full expression?
I think women. And specifically my last relationship. I'm just getting out of that. I live in Mexico right now. I'm in Mexico because of the relationship. It's 5 years.
Yep.
I was actually, when Fernando texted me this Zoom last week, I was in another meeting, training, or virtual retreat with Dr. Romani about like relationships and these like antagonistic personalities and this whole thing.
He's a pussy.
What's that?
Doctor, that guy's a pussy. How was he talking about?
It's a woman. It's a woman.
Oh, she is a pussy.
Yeah.
I told you. And that dog's a pussy. But wait. I don't want you to go there yet. I'm getting it. So why don't you read Samson's story? Check this out real quick, bro.
Samson was a Nazarite who ruled over Israel before the time of the kings. He was gifted with incredible strength by God, but lost it when he was betrayed by his wife, Delilah, and captured by the Philistines. He was blinded and enslaved by the Philistines, and his life ended when he knocked down the pillars supporting the building he had been taken to, killing himself and thousands of Philistines inside.
Listen, what happened is he fell in love with a woman, and she wanted to have a kid with him, and he saved her 1,000 times, and he murdered a bunch of fucking fucks, right? And then he lost all his power and killed himself and a bunch of people because of a woman, right? And so the story of Samson is a story of warriors that I've gone through, right? And so, yeah, you're right. It is a woman. She's destroying you. I'm free of it completely. It's not going to be easy, because if you're going to have Samson's strength, right, in life, then you're going to have to overcome a lot. And you ain't no pussy. Right, I can tell you that. You're probably acting like a pussy and you know it, but you're not a pussy. There's a big difference, right? Yeah. You're here to submit.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you're here to submit. So you're in the right place, bro. And if it's your first time we're talking, I just want you to know what I can see, what I know. I'm a real warrior, okay? A real warrior. And what do I mean by that? Because all that other shit I did, okay, with the spirit of war, I have a special gift given by God. I have the ability to move spirits around, okay? I can do that. And so I have been searching for the spirit of things. And one of those things I searched for was the spirit of war. So my growing up, I was guided by angels. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And so what happened was, through the martial arts and the research of it, I at some point was able to, if I wasn't going to cut my speech right now, and I don't want to, I was able to take the spirit of martial arts back, right? Because the spirit of the world has been taken by evil. Dance, music, wrestling, relationships. So I was able to, that's my job. I was able to take its soul and hold it. Now, believe it or not, I can dish it to the right people, right? I can speak from it. I know the soul of a warrior really well. And the soul of the warrior, one of the first levels, is he has to overcome the woman. He's not supposed to fight for her. He's not supposed to protect her. He's not supposed to have a child with her. He's supposed to do all that for God. That makes him invincible. Then she's given to him. She's added on to him according to his strength. He doesn't go seeking her. When she's added on to him, the first thing he lets her know in the beginning, it's going to be tested as I have new relationships, right? She's not going to believe that you're 100% committed to your own spirituality. She's not going to believe that, but she's hoping for that. So she'll challenge the shit out of that. Good. That's your story of Samson.
Constantly.
Right? Yeah, you're right on it. So then through her challenge, the way I was able to, listen to this, because the way I was able to keep the spirit of the warrior in me for real, the way I was able to keep it after I had so many Delilahs, okay, is when I behaved in the war as Jesus would behave. I wasn't a pussy about it. I rebuked the demon, but I forgive every time, and I do it from love, and I'm not here to destroy the light. I'm here to destroy the darkness, right? And I'll forgive, and I'll turn the other cheek, and I can destroy everything. However, I'm just going to give you the light. So once you do that, right? Samson was stolen by evil, right? The woman, Eve. That's the story of every warrior. First storyline. Okay? You like that, Gio? No, but he's a warrior. There's a difference. Warriors are different. We're not regular people. We're not regular people. No, that's one of the first things they try to teach me. I would get in trouble. Listen to what happened to this guy. Okay? The smaller version of me, Raj. I was teaching martial arts, right? One day, what happens? There's some kind of a fucking whisper in my fucking academy, IMC Academy, right? And you're just like, what the fuck is going on? So I stopped the fucking class, man. I go to where the benches are, and I just confront it. I said, what's everybody talking about? Oh, they squirm. It's like parents and some students. Like, they're all betraying me behind my back, right? And I said, whatever you're talking about is negative. I can tell, right? I don't want to teach anymore. Tell me. I stopped the fucking class. You know what they said to me? They said, well, we're talking about this, because I would speak at the end of class always, right? Well, you know, the other night when you were talking, you said that you're a warrior and you're training warriors. To kids, I would say that too. And you said that, and then you said, this is what I said, that makes you special, better than any doctor, lawyer, fireman. I said, yeah, I did say that. And she goes, well, we don't think that's right to say that. I don't remember how it ended, okay? But that is the curse, okay? The warrior is a unique species created by God. In his soul, he wants to battle evil, okay? So that's who you are. Fuck everything else. Then you're going to see how powerful you really are. But first, you have to get rid of all the influence of the women. Every time you spend one erg, it's called the erg of energy, okay, to get her, or one erg of energy where you compromise your code of honor. That's for a warrior, these words. A code of honor. Every time you compromise and justify, because you would justify it from righteousness. I'm doing it to protect her. I'm doing it because I love her. I'm doing it because she can't live without me. I'm doing it because she has to be safe. I'm doing it because it's what a man does. I'll let her have a fucking dark. I know every goddamn spell on this thing. So all of that, you are still holding your righteousness, but that allowed because it was evil coming in. She never loved you. She hated you, in fact. How's that? You look great now, Sampson. You know what I mean, bro? So the next step, you just had to hear that. It's obvious that it did something, right? We can feel it in the environment. You as a warrior have to have, we were talking about it earlier, you have radars, bro. You can perceive things others can't, and you have to stop pretending like you can't see it.
Yeah, forever.
Right? You know it's right, you know it's wrong. Your test is to recognize that you're born into hell and we're in hell. And temptation, you know? Listen, you come here, come to Vegas, wherever you are, learn wrestling from that guy. He'll teach wrestling.
Sorry. That was actually kind of what sparked my, when I wrote in the chat about plans, because some things resonated with Josiah about planning, and then what you were saying, and then you were talking about temptation or whatever. I feel like I'm like, for example, I live in Mexico now. So I feel like I'm constantly trying to reconcile like the flowy type of kind of, more free Mexican type of thing, Caribbean, versus like me growing up Catholic in the States, which is like very structured.
I hear something else when you say that. I hear irresponsible, dirty, ghetto, degraded people is what I would call that, actually. Nasty, filth, gross, no power, lusty, just dirty fucking Mexicans is what I would call them right now. Because that would be accurate, right? And it doesn't make all Mexicans dirty, but those are dirty fucking Mexicans. And if there were dirty blacks, they'd be dirty fucking blacks. And if dirty whites, they'd be dirty whites. And if they were purple, they would still be dirty purple. The color or their race or their fucking thing doesn't change their fucking nastiness. Free flow love and all that, they don't have that. They have free flow hate.
Where I'm going
Right.
with it is like this idea of planning versus like flowing, right? I grew up in a very planning, like I'm trying to get out of that. I know I need to strike a balance, right? Like for you, you're doing this service at 10 a.m. every day. So there's a little bit of a structure, right? The rest, there's no
For
planning, or I'm trying to understand how you
there's
navigate
structure.
that.
For
What's that?
work, there's structure for hunting. There's structure for
Okay.
training. There's structure for speaking about the hunt and the training. And there's a structure for resting for that for me. But that's all has to do with my work. There is no other structure anywhere else. You're right. We have to show up, do our work. I love it.
Yeah.
And we have to show up, and then we have to sleep at some point, right? That I don't need any other structure outside that. We all meet together and we're all doing the same work, so it works out real good. Other than that,
Yeah.
fuck everything else. But right now, you have a lot of contracts, you could say, with little things, little agreements or contracts, right? And so you're gonna have to just like start fucking all that, and just like if you could get out of Mexico, just get the fuck out of there on the next flight, bro. Get in the car and drive. There's no wall right now. Just fucking go right through. Bring a little kid with you. Give the kid to the Illuminati. They'll eat it. Okay. Then we'll go kill him. Man, it's all fucked up shit, bro. It's fucked up shit. And you can fight. And you're a warrior. And you're a man. And you're old and wise enough to know that a lot of shit that you worked for was fucking stupid. Good. Me too. Fuck that.
Yeah.
God bless you. Sneeze him out. I pass it on to him. He sneezes it out twice. Okay. So is that good for right now, bro? To just sit with that and then go whoever brought you here, talk to them, and they'll invite you to the next thing.
Yeah, right on.
Okay. Hell
Right on,
yeah.
thanks.
Okay, he has a free whatever the next thing is, but not the advanced class. Okay. All right. All right. Right on. So time, it tells me that in 8 minutes I'm going on a date. The super hot chick. Let's see. All right. So let's wrap it up here. That was even better for me. Right? It was different. It was faster. Chung, 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 chung. Right? What about you guys? Yeah?
Sharp, we got to process them. We're all in that state of mind to be conducive for church here. It's ministry, right? And we're all ready for that. So
We're ready to do it.
Serve very well the audience and
Ooh.
spreading a lot of goodness.
Oh, for sure. Keep going until done. Who next? You want to speak? Come on, you can't speak? You got anxiety or what? You have anxiety?
Not much.
No, not you. You just finished. Somebody else in this fucking. All right, Gio's got something to say. Double screen, please. Everybody who speaks. We have a what? Somebody's in what? Yeah, but it's too late now. Yeah, it's too late for tomorrow. We're back. Let's go to Gio because we're gonna be in the. I just said I have a hot date. I went over here. I'm drained of what? Nothing. But I have all that negativity in me right now that you had. Yeah, I do. It went somewhere. Right? It's not like a complaint in any way. It's how cool am I to have a gift like that. Right? I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. 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 Like I love it so much, you don't even know.
I was say, are you savoring it? Your case?
Yeah. Like that Navy SEAL guy was David Goggins, right? David Goggins. The piece that really stuck out was when he had like broken everything and was dying and he was literally gonna die or some shit. And then his mom or girlfriend or somebody comes in and is like, I gotta go. He's like, hold on. Right? This I'm enjoying. Right? I already won the race. I did that. But don't take this away. You get it? And I really liked that when I heard it. Now I know why. Like, don't take this away from me. Don't take my nauseousness, throw up, spinny head, and whatever the fuck else I go through. That's part of it. That's why nobody else can do it. I want to be special to my dad. Right? So if you give me a gift, fucking let's go. And every time I do it right, and I get to experience something else. Back to you, Gio. This won't stop.
Oh, you're good, man. You always got so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, just all this ministry class, everything is more than just class. Minister and revolution, just us testifies and witness, and the power of truth, burden. Man, it's just so many layers. This place on earth is concentrated. This filled with darkness is it's so easy and narrow that you might to make the wrong turn because you know, but having you guys around, having everybody around, it's the pool. This is our pool of ours where we can refresh, drink from the water,
Yeah.
no matter what happens out there. That is the, oh man, it's so important to have that. We need to.
Who's gonna die first? Who's gonna be?
Who's gonna die?
Who's gonna die first?
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I heard John dies for it in the passage.
Who's John? Johnny or Johnny? You're right. Okay, thanks. Go on.
Yeah, man.
Anything else? You're pretty ready to sleep, Joe.
Oh shit! My apologies, man. I just said this. This is great, bro. Hella excited, bro.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was already sleepy. I'm sleepier now. Who else? Anybody have an alarm clock in their voice?
Say that, you know, even when like we're in the view, like we're here all the time. Ministry, 5 o'clock lecture, dance lecture.
We just don't fuck together for now. We don't shit together for now and shower together, right? And sleep together. But
So, you know, just even in the vehicle ride last night, or just all of these little moments, you know, like Gio saying, the darkness and the shroud and the veil and everything, it just keeps getting stacked on just continuously because we're in Satan's earth. And it's like having you around and to, like, it's so easy to fall off the straight and narrow path. Just little hiccups, little bumps. It's like what is the Princess and the Pea? Where the fuck is it? It's like Princess and the Pea, where it's just like a little bump, like, and it'll nag at you and accumulate. And so it's just amazing, like, the guys that are online or remotely and they're so far away, like they're getting these corrections, but man, it doesn't end there. It's just the beginning of a long journey, endless journey. I don't even know where it ends. That we're still here and we're still going through those. And it may seem like it's on subtler levels or in smaller ways, but it's actually, you know, as we clean up, we start moving faster. And then the little hiccups are felt even more jarring. You know, they're bigger in a way, even though they may seem smaller. Like,
so you can't make a mistake when you have so much power.
That's what it is. So when I'm here, you know, everybody's benefiting from like what you did with every guest, every conversation, everything that happens from Peter to Sebastian to Sergio, everybody is like, we're all gaining from that. We've all been through those experiences. We have little or some variation of that experience in our own life, and just reflecting on last night. And it's just like, you know, little corrections that, you know, if you have a long journey and your compass is off just a little bit in the beginning, then you're going to end up in a completely different place. And so being able to adjust back to the path every step of the way, so vital. And I don't think that, you know, people that aren't here are going to be able to measure that. But so I just wanted to say that as you get closer, as you do more of the teachings or the trainings, or, you know, just progress on this path, like that is the journey, like falling in love with God, really, and you know, and then disdaining anything that takes you away from that. Just, yeah. So
that's the answer. They're right. You just don't know what it means. The answer is love, truly, and the answer is God, and the answer is the truth. You shall know it. It shall set you free. And the answer is forgive. These are all the answers to solve it. Okay. The answer is. The answer is no control, right? Give it up is the answer. Give it up. Let go is an answer. Like everybody knows it, but they can't do it. Can't do it because you have contracts that say don't let go because you wanted that house, right? How about you let go after that house? You're close. Oh shit! Here, win the lotto now. There you go. Now go give up. After you got the house, now give it up, right? First, I'm gonna get the job I want to make the money. be able to study more. After you get the job you want, you don't want to lose the job you want. Remember? You wanted the job more than learning before you had the job that you wanted. Even then, you couldn't make money. Now, you got the job you wanted. It pays what you want. I don't think you want to lose that job. What if you get a promotion? Then what happens? Now you're living a great life. You see what I'm saying? After I, solve this argument with her, then the next one I'm gonna tell her, what's really going on when she speaks like that. Right, but after you fix that argument with her, not doing that, the next time it happens, you're gonna want to fix it doing that. Why? Because you already fixed it doing the other bullshit. Remember, supposedly, but it showed up again. That was a good solution. All right. Look, here's my coffee. All right. Anyways, so that was a lot of fun. We're gonna come back. What time tonight? 5. 5. For what? Game. Oh, good game time. Yeah, Sunday, right? Oh, good. I want to okay. All right. I'll do the next one. But I'll be here. All right. See you guys. Adios. Adios. There's adios, but we got the host part.
Dang, that was cool. Adios.